Shalom, first and foremost, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Once again, we come out here in the highways and the byways to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom here. Okay, this current civilization. And last but not least, we have to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. And that's the spirit that we're going to preach the word in, which is the true spirit of the universe that created all things. And what we're going to do, brothers, we're going to start with Isaiah 9, verse 6.
Isaiah 9 and 6, and it says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace."
Yeah, so in verse 6 it talks about, for unto us as a child is born, and that child is Yahweh Shai. This is what it's referring to. And he's going to be the one to set up this particular government. And the government is already being set up right now. Okay, beginning with the elect men of the Lord and those that preach the gospel, his word, and do it in his way as it is written. So as we're doing it as it is written, as we're preaching the word as it is written, what's happening is everything is happening according to prophecy. Alright? So when you're dealing with the Christians and you're dealing with all of these other religions out there that use the Bible, they're using it in the wrong format, the wrong setting, and they teach it wrong, therefore bringing forth a false spirit. Right? But the way that we're doing it is exactly the way the scripture said. But the point of the matter is that there's a government that's being set up, and that government is beginning, like I said, is beginning with us. All of the elders. So beginning with the apostles, the great millstone, and the elders. Now I'm gonna just have to put it like that. Yeah. So like I was saying, what you have is you have beginning with the apostles and the elders that are. Or should I even go further back? The elders that taught them, they gave the word and everything like that. And basically, the word came unto them, and that same word came unto us. So now we're being built up in this word, and we're becoming governors and counselors now. All right, so let's read that again. Of Yahweh Shai.
Okay, and it says, Isaiah 9 and 6, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder."
Right, and the government shall be upon the shoulder, because he's going to be the one to spearhead the government. Which this government is going to be exactly in the new kingdom. Because there's already a government set up, and it's the government of Esau and Edom. Okay, who are the Edomites today? Who is Esau today? The Caucasian people today. They're the Esau that the Bible talks about. And it tells you in the book of Job, the 9th chapter, it says that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So this is his time. Alright? And I'm talking about the pure-blooded Edomites. This is their time to shine. This is their time to rule and fulfill prophecy. Once that's all said and done, then there's going to be another establishment. And that's going to be the establishment of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
In the kingdom of heaven. Okay?
"And his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father."
Right, and the Everlasting Father. Because like I said, when we read, like I've said before, because I always say, we quote Daniel's 7th chapter. What does it say in Daniel 7? It says that the saints shall take the kingdom, and they shall possess it forever and ever. So we're going to have an everlasting kingdom beginning with Yahweh Shai. Go on, brother.
It says, "The Prince of Peace, of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end."
Right, and there shall be no end. Read that again.
"Of the increase of his government and the peace, there shall be no end."
There shall be no end to his government. So unlike all the previous societies that came on this earth before, they all had their time to shine and had their time to show forth what they had to take on this earth. And once their time was up, their time was up. Okay, give me that. What you got, brother? Give me the book of Job 14 and 1. there's one thing with the Most High. The Most High has given every nation a time to exalt themselves, a time to stand up, and a time to what is it? Create their own, what level of wealth through their power. Okay, so we don't.
It's Job 14:5, and it's saying, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Right, the number of his months are with thee. Seeing that his days are determined. The word determined means cut. So there's a cut, there's a time that's cut. And once he reaches to that end, or that amount of portion of time that he has up his cut, then that's when the Lord is going to pretty much bring him down. And you're going to get that in the scriptures as well. Go on, brother.
He said,
in Isaiah 14.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Exactly. Go on. That's it. Yeah, give me Isaiah 14.
That's the trouble with it. Oh,
Verse,
calm down. No, I will not calm down. You take her.
Give me the book of Isaiah 14, verse 14. Matter of fact, stop at verse 13.
Isaiah 14 and 13, and it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Right.
I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Right.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right, and that's exactly what Esau has lied and said that he did in 1969 about making it up to the moon, Apollo 11. Okay, and now what they planning on doing is they planning on actually doing it, and I use the term actually doing it because they never made it to the moon. It was a lie from the jump. Even one of the guys that was a part of that declared and said he didn't make it to the moon. His name was Buzz Aldrin. His name was some old Edomite that spoke to this young girl. They were sitting down talking, and the young girl asked him, "How come you haven't been to the moon in a very long time?" So then, because he's old and his body is not as youthful as it is, or sharp, he made a mistake and told the truth. Okay, what they want to do is they want to try and make an attempt in 5 more years' time, as they say 2014, to try to make it to the moon. So let's read that again.
It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Exactly, and that's exactly what they plan on doing in 5 more years' time. And that's just a declarance also of their level of pride. Because they truly believe that they cannot be stopped, they cannot be taken down, as they say. We're too big to fail. But we've had many emperors and many empires that were too big to fail, and they fell miserably. So what makes this system any different? It's no different from the previous paganistic empires. This ain't nothing but an empire we're standing on. And in this empire, the children of Israel that are in slavery, I'm talking about the so-called Negroes, the so-called Native American Indians, and those that are scattered abroad, okay, looking like the other nations. In this society, we're in slavery right now. Okay? Now, many of you people out there want to think that this is how it is, and this is the way the world is, whatever. But no, this is not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
This life here, or should I say this kingdom, came into existence because of two things that I can think about right now. It's because of prophecy, one, and because of the sins of what we've done in our past life. That's exactly why we're at the bottom in this society, and why Esau and these other nations are above us, pursuant to Bible prophecy.
Right.
Okay, so we don't.
And it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Right, thou shalt be brought down to hell, the sides of the pit, because that's what happens when you exalt yourself and you force the waters to try to get yourself to the highest level above everybody else, and you do it by ill will. Ultimately, the Most High is going to bring you down to what? The scriptures talks about that. Yahweh Shai said it. Yahweh Shai said, I will abase them that be high, and I will exalt them that be low. Okay? So this is what we're going to see on this earth, this planet Earth. We're going to see the downfall of this system entirely. Okay, starting with these peons out here, these regular peon Edomites out here, and then it's going to work its way to the top. They're going to wind up surviving a nuclear holocaust just so they can be chained up. Okay, by us, the Israelites, because we're going to be the next rulers of the planet. So let's read on.
This is Psalm 75 and 6, and it says, "For promotion cometh never from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge."
But the Most High is the judge. Let's read that one more time. You gotta get that again.
For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west.
It says promotion either coming from the east, from the west, neither from the east, go on,
nor from the south,
nor from the south, go on.
But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Exactly. So whoever gets promoted to exaltation, the Lord is in charge of them. And we always bring that up. So there's a reason as to why the world is the way it is, and there's a certain nation of people, okay, which is known as the biblical Edomites. They're in a position of exaltation. There's a reason for that. Is it because they're better than everybody else? It may seem as though that's the case, and it may be because of the information they have to reach to the pinnacle point that they've reached. But it's only but for a moment and for a time. All right. And once that time is fulfilled of him being in exaltation, then they have to be brought down. And what's going to bring them down is this nuclear holocaust.
That's right.
That's the main thing that's going to bring this man down. And bring everyone that is prideful in their hearts, which this is what the society does. It promotes pride, man. All right? And when you reach to a level of pride in your heart, that's when the Most High brings you down. And that's when the shame comes in. Go on, brother. Read that.
Back to Isaiah 14. You want to stay there?
Yeah.
Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and
read verse 15 and then go back to Isaiah 9 and 6. Keep going.
Isaiah 14 and 15, and it says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit."
Right, now it says that thou shalt be brought down to the sides of the pit to hell. So what does the word hell mean? The word hell means a lower condition, a degradable state. It doesn't actually refer to a place underneath the planet, a spiritual place underneath the planet where if you do wrong, your spirit is going to burn forever and ever. The scripture talks about how your spirit is a fire, or is a flame. So how could you put a flame in the fire? Like, what sense does that make? And all that is Roman Catholic doctrine. All it is hell nonsense and heaven's in the sky. That's all Roman Catholic doctrine. Heaven and hell is referring to conditions on the planet that everybody's playing. You got some people that are playing the position of being in heaven. And you got some that are playing most that are playing in the position of heaven. Alright, so if let's just say you're a person that's under a working class sect, and you have to work paycheck to paycheck, and because of that, you're not getting the perks you think you deserve, right? And everything seems to be going wrong in your life. That means that you're in the condition of hell, as we are as the Israelites, the so-called black, so-called Latino American niggas. Come on, brother.
I just got a precept. Obadiah 1:4.
That's the one right there.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Yeah.
and though thou shalt set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring you down, saith the Lord.
Exactly, and that's what's happening, because they made that lie, and they publicated that lie all throughout the airways on TV. Throughout, what is it? We're talking about, what, 50 years now? How Buzz Aldrin and there's other men that pretty much made a film and told that lie. Okay? And you got people still to this very day, 50 years afterwards, after that lie was being manifested, they still believe in that lie. That they made it, that America made it to the damn moon. Okay? And you said you got a lot of footage. Well, really what's happening is on YouTube. I checked it out on YouTube, right? YouTube cut all of those videos out on how they lied and how they, in terms of what they said and how they made it to the moon. I mean, there's a very few videos out there of the truth that they didn't make it to the moon, but you gotta find it. You know? But what I'm saying is when they made that lie, that's when they started going downhill, economically, systematically, and also spiritually. This entire system went downhill. it's just going to get worse. And the reason why it's going to get worse because the wrong people are in power. The wrong people are in power. So when you have the wrong people in power, guess what? The whole earth is going to be under a wrong vibration. All right? And the proof of that is by when you look at most people, day to day, what you'll find out is that a lot of people are highly depressed. Very depressed. Why is that? Because there's a vibration that's working out onto the earth, and it's a negative vibration. Because there's no laws that are being kept in the Bible. The Bible has the universal laws. You know, the Bible has laws that's meant for the universe that we're supposed to keep so that we can prosper as mankind. But when we neglect and when we negate those laws, and then we'll go establish our own righteousness and our own laws, what happens? This is the mess that we come across. Prostitution, women sleeping around from penis to penis. I'm gonna just be blunt with it. It is what it is. Everybody knows what's going on, right? You got the average woman is pretty much different penises and stuff like that. You got men committing adultery, sleeping with other men's wives, and all of these other things. So this is why we live in hell. This is what you call hell. Okay? But if you had the right people in power such as us, beginning with Yahweh Shah, you wouldn't have all these problems. And then you have a lot of criminality going on as well.
Yeah.
So can we really say that Great Britain is that great? Can we really say it's the kingdom of heaven? No, it's not the kingdom of heaven. And then you got these buses floating around the place and these different cars polluting the air that we're breathing in. Okay, go on, brother.
It's St. John 8, and 44, and it says, ye are of your father the devil,
Right.
and the lust of your father you will do.
Okay.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not the truth,
Right.
because there is no truth in him.
Because there's no truth in him, and that's just simply the facts. There's no truth in Esau. Okay? Esau's not going to do right by humanity, as they like to manifest and declare themselves to. It's not going to work. All they want to do is pretend, so that they can pat themselves on the back and flatter themselves. That's why they do it. But ultimately, it's because there's no truth in it. Okay? But like I said, this is why in this world we have a lot of ill dealings that are going on. We have people doing wrong. We have people acting silly, acting foolish. Why? Because they watch these TV programs and they're being bewitched by these TV programs, and they're trying to manifest their life after what they see on TV when the TV world does not exist.
Right.
Go on, brother.
This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
That's a good one.
When the wicked bear fall, the people mourn.
Exactly. So this is why people are under a wrong vibration, because you have the wrong people that's in power now. Okay. Now, if the righteous were in authority, such as ourselves, okay. Well, that explains it. So I mean, if you have a nation like that in power, that's how the earth is going to look. The earth is going to look like that. You see you see when he walk past us, right? You can feel that vibration. It was the wrong vibration. You know what I'm saying? It was the wrong vibration. So like I said, if you got people like him in power that's setting the tone on the earth, what do you think the state of the people are going to be? They're going to be in the same state of mind that he's in. Okay? Because the people that run the planet are wicked people.
That's right.
Okay, we talk about witchcraft on a higher level.
Yeah.
We talk about pedophilia on a higher level.
Yeah.
And this is why most people in England are involved in pedophilia. Okay? Because this is what this society is made out of. All kind of lewdness. So if you're not into lewdness, you're no longer cool. What is one lewd thing that we can think about? Okay? Homosexuality, transgenderism. Alright? Pansexualism. Which the word pan means all. You know?
Yeah.
So it's all lewdness that's going on out here. That's just one aspect of it. I mean, we could go name a list of other things that's going on in this society, which is wrong. Okay? Anyway, brother, alright.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, man. Because there's no truth in this man. There's no truth in all of these prime ministers. Why do you think the prime ministers always lie? Why do you think these politicians always lie? Because the powers that be, which are controlling the asses, Their freaking lives as well. Okay? And they have an agenda to destroy people, but they won't want to come out and say that, look, this is what we want to do to y'all. They're going to do it to you subliminally, subconsciously, so that you are destroyed, so that their agenda is fulfilled. Right? And this is why when you look at these young people today, that's younger than us, all of us put together, they're a lot more worse than the generation of the past.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want. All they ever want is people that are not so bright, because if you have bright people, people that are truly educated, guess what? You won't be able to rule over them. Okay? And this is what you have. And then at the same time, not only do we have the majority of the people that are not so bright, but we also have the majority of the people that are very sick too. So when you have people that are sick and people that are not so bright, again, you can have full control of them. But see, us, we're very intelligent. I'm going to use that word intelligent. The word intelligent means to entail knowledge. So we've entailed this knowledge right here. Right?
Demon jump.
The word education means educare, which means to draw out. So that's the wrong word, but I'm going to use the word intelligent. They don't want people to be intelligent to true information, because if people have access to true information, that means you won't be able to control them. All right. So if you promote this idea, oh, I gotta go university. You gotta go university to go get you a damn good job. They go to those universities and they give them this loan, right? That later on they won't be able to pay back. And while they're inside these schools, guess what? Guess what's going on? They're being conditioned in the mind to fulfill the agenda of the powers that be. Okay, they're not trained in the mind to learn true information. And then they'll say to the regular individual, look, if you ain't gone to university, then you're just a dumbass. You're an idiot. But in fact, the people that then go to these universities and these public school systems are actually more smarter. Because these public school systems, whether you want to talk about the college, all right, all these different branches of colleges, all these different schools, but you got to understand who has power over these schools. What's the agenda of those that have power over these schools? What information do they want you to know, and what information that they don't want you to know? Because I wasn't taught this. I wasn't taught this in high school. Okay, as we call it in the States, but in England, we call it secondary school. I didn't get to know my nationality. As a matter of fact, brother, give me the scripture in where it talks about how the Lord set up the teachers. And they should not be moving to any point anymore. Yeah, don't worry about it, brothers, because we don't own the street anyway. People can do what they want, you know? I just think people want attention, you know what I'm saying? We just mind our own business, and we just keep it moving like that. People just want to see it going.
Isaiah 30 and 20, and it says, and let the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
Right, exactly.
And the water of affliction. Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Exactly.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Right, your eyes will see your teachers. So how is your eyes seeing your teachers? By them being on the streets. And if you're not teaching our people that who they really are, you're not teaching the world who they really are, you're not teaching the true knowledge of the Heavenly Father, you are no damn teacher.
That's right.
Okay? All you are is a liar, and the truth is not in you. That's all you are. All of these different teachers that taught us in school, they're not no teachers, man. Okay, they're nothing but devils working under other devils because so they can fulfill their agenda. That's what they are going with.
It's Isaiah 60 and 1, and it says, arise, shine, for the light is come.
Okay.
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Right, it says arise and shine for, what is it?
It says, arise, shine, for the light is come.
For the light has come. What is this light? This truth that we have. This far surpasses what's being taught in these universities. And what people that have went to university know is not valuable knowledge, because other people already know that knowledge already. If you go to the same universities, you're going to get taught the same similar doctrine anyway. So what makes what you know more valuable than the next man that went to university on the other side of the world? So what these schools are nothing but concentration camps to concentrate your mind on other things, on what they want you to do. Okay? That's what it's all about. This society has a philosophy and has an agenda behind it. And we know that fact. If you've been in the truth for quite a while, we know, or you will know, how the society operates. Okay, go on, bro.
And it says, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
All right.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Exactly, and that's what TV does. Panic camera on that, brother. That's what the society will do to you. When you're in tune with the society, this is exactly what it can do. It can break you down. All right, that's the agenda of the house that we do. You know what I'm saying?
So keep the camera here. Otherwise,
that's what they want. They want everybody to be like that God out there. So that you can have full control of them and you can dominate them and do whatever you want with them. That's why they're pushing this agenda, man. This pansexual agenda. So that people can be destroyed. And then ultimately they can kill you when they want to kill you. Go on, brother.
and it says, in gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be risen upon thee.
So what is the glory going to come from? The glory is going to come from his book. That's the true glory, not going to some goddamn university and watching some bullshit TV. That ain't, there's no glory in that. All right? Now, if you, hey brother, just pan the camera on it one more time, just real quick. That's the society that you do. They're going to manipulate your mind.
That's supposed to be a man.
They're going to manipulate your mind to think that that's glorious. To be like him is a glorious thing. It's a cool thing. When in fact, it's a degenerate. And that's the vibe that the society pushes out. When we talk about the music videos, okay, when we talk about all manner of media, we can talk about these different soap opera shows. It all leads most people to become degenerates. That's what it all leads to be, and that's why I throw my TV out right where the garbage area is. Okay? I don't watch that shit. You got brothers that watch TV, that's all fine and dandy, but me, you know, it's only so much I can tolerate, man. There's only so much I can tolerate. Anyway, brother, you pick what you got.
This is John 8 and 12. Then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness,
Right.
but shall have the light of life.
Exactly. So Yahweh Shai is the light of the world. Beginning the first world I'm dealing with is the nation of Israel. And there's another degenerate behind me. But see, like I said, this is what happens when you are seduced into this system, in this society. All you're gonna get is degeneracy.
We don't smoke.
Okay? People that have no purpose in life. Now, am I looking down on the majority of people? To a certain degree. But not all the way, because I understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying, boy? But the point I'm trying to make is that when you know this truth, man, this truth actually gets you to see how degenerate these people really are. Your mind just opens up and you see the world in a different way. Okay? That's what you see out here. Degenerates. Go on, brother. Now can the degenerate repent? Yes, he could repent. Because we were once degenerate. We were degenerates at one time. But you could repent. Go on, brother.
Verse 3, and it says, and the Gentiles shall come to the light, and kings to the brightness of their rising. Precept. See Psalms 119, 105, it says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
It says thy
and a
word.
light unto my path.
It says that his word is a light unto his feet. So the true light is this wisdom and understanding. And this is what's going to be brought forth out of the mouth of Zion. Okay? This is what's going to lead the world in the right direction, in righteousness. Everything that we've been taught from when we were old enough to go to these school systems, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. That's what it's all about. We wasn't elevated at all spiritually. As a matter of fact, we disintegrated spiritually based on what we knew in the world. But now we've reached to a point of elevation because of this work. Why? Because this is the true light that's going to follow on even into the kingdom of heaven and guide the mass of the people the right way. Go on, brother.
So, John 3:19, and it says, and this is the condemnation, the light is come into the world.
Right, and it says this is the condemnation that the light is coming to the world. And this is why most people are not standing over here. Because if they have to hear what we have to say, that means their conscience is condemned. So rather than experiencing the feeling of being condemned, they rather just go on by and live their own miserable, vain life. Okay? Because they don't want to hear the words of their condemnation. Keep going.
And it says, and men love darkness. So and this is the condemnation. The light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light.
Right, men love darkness rather than light because people have been so comfortable in living the life that they live. Going out the clubs, putting all kind of coloring and dyeing your hair, getting tattoos, having the foul thoughts and activating those thoughts and just willfully doing it like it's nothing. So that's what this world promotes. Do as thou wilt. Do what you want to do. Do what you feel in your heart. As long as you're not hurting nobody. Be a wild animal. That's what this world promotes. But I understand why people are under this state of mind, because the powers that be set it up that way. While the powers that be, they're living, reasonably. They eat the proper food. They get into true information. This is why they know who we are. Okay? But the Rothschilds and all of these different rich families, they don't get into the bullshittery that these people get into. They set the trend, they set these TV stations up to promote some bullshit on TV, right? So that you can get degenerates out there. And then once you got a nation of degenerates, or a world of degenerates, you can have total control of their ass. Right? You got some people, they cannot live without their TV. They cannot live without their phone. They always sticking their head up the phones behind. Alright? Go on, brother, read that.
And it says, verse 20, everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
Right, everyone that doeth evil hateth the light. And that's how Esau has conditioned the masses of the people to do. That doing what they're doing is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Alright, but when it's all said and done, when Yahweh Shah comes, all of a sudden everybody's gonna turn as they call it, religious real quick. But then it's just gonna be too late. Anyway, brother, yeah, let me see what else. Is anything on that? Alright, go on.
It says, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Exactly. Lest his deeds shall be reproved. They don't want to change. They want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. When that's not going to be the case. Alright? And that's why we had to change to understand the beautiful words of the law. We couldn't come in this truth in the way that we wasn't back in the world. We had to change. And guess what, brothers? Can you say you feel better about that change? So it's not so bad to change for the better. But these individuals out here, the mass of the people, which the word mass, let me dive into the word mass. The word mass means death. The mass of the people, they're in a deaf state of mind. Because the powers that be, they know that the masses are easy to manipulate, and it's harder for them to change if you keep them doing the same thing over and over again. Because the majority of the people are very weak mentally and spiritually. And this is why it's very hard for them to change. Alright? That's just the truth. Go on, brother. Now a person may say, fuck off or put a middle finger up, but that's fine and dandy.